The Great Escape of Figaro the Brave. It was a glorious Monday evening, the kind where the sun feels like a warm, golden blanket draped over the deck. I, Figaro, a gray-brown tabby of exceptional taste and intellect, was busy supervising my family. My favorite human, Fatima, sat in her wheelchair nearby, her eyes bright with the quiet joy she always shares with me. She didn't need words to tell me it was a perfect day for an adventure. I could tell by the way the sunlight caught the dust motes that the great outdoors was calling my name. The rest of the staff was there too. Gulson and Levent were busy talking about human things, sipping their tea and enjoying the breeze. They looked quite relaxed, completely unaware that I was plotting something magnificent. In my mind, I was already a jungle cat, ready to conquer the wild lands beyond the white railing. They were so distracted by their tea that they didn't even notice the strategic twitch of my tail. Ahmet Farouk was lounging on the porch swing, looking entirely too comfortable. I decided he would be my primary launch pad. I trotted over and used his lap as a convenient stepping stone. My paws sank into his soft shirt as I prepared for phase 1 of my mission. He looked down, startled by my sudden feline ambition, but by then I was already halfway to the heavens. From the swing, it was a simple, elegant leap to the white railing. I balanced there for a moment, looking down at the forbidden green world below. The humans always think the white mesh on the railing is an impassable wall, but they forget that I am essentially a liquid. I looked back at them one last time. My public deserved a grand finale before I vanished into the foliage. Freedom! With a daring spring, I launched myself into the air. For a glorious second, I was a flying tiger, a gray blur against the twilight. I landed on the grass with a soft thump and immediately felt the thrill of the wild. I was no longer an indoor cat. I was Figaro the explorer, king of the backyard. The grass felt like 1,000 tiny tickles under my paws. I wandered further than I ever had before, past the flower beds and over the invisible line where the lawn ends. By my calculations, I was at least 700 feet from home. A marathon. In the excitement of chasing a particularly fast grasshopper through a thicket of bushes, I felt a snag. With a pop, my collar and that annoying beep-beep AirTag disappeared into the shadows. I was officially off the grid. No more tracking for me. Back at the ranch, the humans were in a total panic. Gulson and Levent had emerged onto the lawn, wielding glowing tiki torches like they were searching for lost treasure. "Figaro, Figaro," they called into the deepening shadows. I watched them from a safe distance, hidden behind a large oak tree, feeling a bit like a celebrity whose fans were being slightly overdramatic. Ahmet Farouk was staring intensely at his glowing rectangle, his brow furrowed in concentration. I knew that trick. He was looking for the signal from my collar. He kept walking in circles around the garden, looking more and more confused as the map showed me staying perfectly still in a bush I had long since vacated. Modern technology is no match for a cat on a mission. But then, the bravado began to fade. My stomach gave a tiny growl, reminding me that the wild didn't serve premium salmon pate. The shadows were growing long, and the great outdoors felt a little too big for one tabby. I turned around and began the long 700-foot trek back. I may have been a king, but every king needs a castle and a soft bed near Fatima. When I finally trotted back onto the deck, I was a little dusty but very proud. Fatima was already inside, tucked into bed and dreaming of sunshine, blissfully unaware of my disappearance. Gulson let out a cheer and scooped me up, checking my empty collar with confusion, but mostly just showering me with kisses. "I'm staying on the deck next Monday. Adventures are exhausting, and the service at home is much better."